Hey, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Looks like we have, I noticed that Timothy Rainwaters, a good friend, stopped by. Thank you for subscribing, Timothy. Really appreciate it. And we have Francisco in the house. Hey, welcome in, Francisco. Um, and of course, Crazy Mike's Fun Channel. Yep, I know. He's crazy, but we all love him. And of course, we have the absolutely lovely Beyond Disability Texas, Melissa. Welcome in. You'll see her in just a minute. And we have, Surfer Girl Cherie. Welcome in, welcome in. Today, it's just going to be fun because, well, I just hit 200 subscribers. Oh, Kimberly Hazard, welcome in, welcome in. I just hit 200 subscribers, and I promise that when I welcome in Emma, my friend, and April Bullis, welcome in, April, and of course Catherine Welby, welcome in. Now, I do have just a few guests here, just a couple guests here. Not a whole lot. Don't want to crowd the show, but let's introduce them with a little bit of style, okay? First of all, we have, well, let's do this. And what we have? Emma and Melissa, welcome in.
Hello.
There's music.
There we go.
It's a little loud.
Yeah, I can walk.
I figured I'd try something new tonight.
We just wanted to be silly.
And cute.
Oh, Emma likes to say she's cute.
Oh,
No,
hey,
and cute.
Oh, and cute. Well, I'm not cute. I'm 56
Yes, you
years old.
are.
I can't be
Welcome
cute.
in,
You're
Princess
still
Isabel.
young.
You're
You're
still
still
young.
young,
Oh,
Mama.
hush. Let Brian talk.
Okay,
Oh,
go
no.
ahead, Brian.
Do we have a kitty invading the stream? Uh-oh.
Oh,
I think
I'm
you- I
here.
think you
I'm
do.
typing at the same time.
Oh, so the kitty heard the music and ran out.
You have to turn them up a little bit because I
Yeah.
can't hear.
Oh,
I know
Brian.
that I originally promised a giveaway on my at 200 subscribers. That is still going to be happening. Unfortunately, my friend that was putting together the giveaway is having some problems with her family. Her stepfather just passed away, so when she can, she's going to be sending me a box. I'm going to be doing the giveaway when I get it.
Awesome.
Definitely want to give some prayers to Cargo because she's
Put
a
the
good
comments
friend.
in.
One of my friends from the Great White North. And if you are looking for mini ears, if you're looking for bucket hats, go check out So Cargo on Instagram. She doesn't do Etsy because she doesn't like the rules, but check her out. She's got what you need.
Wait, roll
Yeah.
on Etsy?
Yes, there's rules on Etsy.
Oh yeah, there's it's kind of a crazy mess, and she doesn't really like to deal with all that.
Oh, gotcha.
But now I understand that Emma and Melissa have an announcement to make.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
this is your show. Let's talk about you first.
We can do it on mine, Brian. All right.
We're going to do it for night.
I want everybody here to stop by your trivia on Saturday night, which, by the way, if you haven't checked out Talking Mickey Project, they're my partner channel. Absolute amazing trivia every Saturday night. They've been going through the years of Disney for the 100 years. They started with the 20s, and now we're going up into the 1990s,
2000s.
2000. The 2000.
Wow, that's a That is a lot of time going
And
by.
we're going to have a lot of questions. Usually our trivia, Emma's trivia is usually just 15 questions, 5 true and false, 5 multiple choice, and 5 open-ended. Well, since we've been doing the decades of all the different movies, there's so many movies. And once we started getting to the the late 60s, early 70s, it's stuff that I remember seeing, growing up. And then we associate movies. So there's so many movies out there. So last week we had 25 questions.
Yeah,
This week we're looking at close
25.
to 30 to 40 questions. And that's not even every movie. That's
Yeah.
just the movies I want to do questions and that's one question a piece from.
Yeah.
So, but
Yeah.
can we show what we showed last Wednesday from when we did the Disney Immersive?
Sure,
Run?
do it.
Okay. Every Saturday this month, starting tomorrow night, we're giving away one of these.
Oh, wait.
Yeah, let me pump you up
Here we
here.
go.
Hold on.
Yes,
hold on.
we're going to do
Let me pump you up
Here we
here.
go, Jack.
Emma, put it down.
Okay.
That's-
Here we go.
What?
there we
So
go.
at
Okay,
the end of
now put it.
Big.
Oh,
He was
okay.
gonna make it big.
Making us big.
That's awesome.
Our family
Thank you.
attended the Disney Animation Immersive Experience last Saturday in San Antonio. Wednesday we did a live stream about it, and because we did VIP, this is one of the things we received, and we got 4 of them. You know, there's only 3 of us, so we're
Yeah.
giving away 3.
Yeah.
So we're doing one each night, one every Saturday this month, starting tomorrow night, and you have to be in the live stream. And you don't know when we'll do it. We may do it at the beginning. We may do it in the middle. We may do it at the end. But you need to be in the live stream in order to have a chance to win a lithograph. The other thing that we got final word on yesterday was starting April the 8th, when we're in Disneyland for the first night to celebrate somebody's 25th birthday. We now have a sponsor, a paid sponsor. It's Storybook Trips. And we're going to have a Storybook Trips treasure chest. And every Saturday night, before, during, or after trivia, you will have a chance to win whatever's in the treasure chest for that Saturday night. So you have to be in the live stream in order to be able to and then Kevin will say what you need to do. That might be hashtag something. You type that in, and then Skipper Dad Kevin will keep track of who's put it in, and he puts it on this app. And the only rule is
I have to say,
only win one time a month. That's it.
Hold on, Emma. I have to say this is Angie just popped in, and Angie is my brother's girlfriend.
Oh,
Okay.
okay, cool. Hello.
She's an absolute sweetheart. She's actually going to be coming down from Washington right around the same time you guys are down here.
Awesome. So we get to
and
meet y'all soon.
welcome in another friend, Dawn, the Hitchhiking Bones. Now,
I've met Dawn.
Yeah, Dawn is
on
amazing.
Kelly's channel.
Her
Hello.
streams are absolutely some of the best streams I've watched recently, and we heard her son do some amazing work. And Dawn is also somebody I would love to see you guys interview.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got to make that happen, right?
Well, Kevin said before we came in here that after our trip, we're going to start working actively on getting interviews. So Wednesday nights will go back to being interviews.
Okay, so now, Cherie, what have you been doing? I've been noticing you popping up online a lot lately. I know you're doing a lot of things on Instagram.
I went to Disney World for my birthday, so I celebrated. Yeah, I was. Besides turning 55, I celebrated being 3 years cancer free.
Yay!
All
Right.
No, wait, you got to do this.
Yeah, I went. Melissa,
Right.
I don't know if you know Melissa, but I went through breast cancer 2020, And but I'm doing good now, and I just had a lot to celebrate. So
That's awesome.
hi Diane.
Congratulations.
Cargo.
Yep, my friend Diane, I got to meet her on my trip. I've known her for about 3 or 4 years, and I finally got to meet her. She spent the day with me and James and my friend Russ, what in the world of Russ.
Oh yeah.
And
Cargo came in. Got to give her some prayers.
Cargo. Oh, hey, Cargo.
They're just losing her stepdad, so definitely want to give her some prayers and lots of love for her.
I'm fine. Are you walking, Cargo?
Welcome in, Diane. I saw you subscribe today. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. We do. I like to have guests come on, and we do all kinds of fun stuff on the stream. But I will be streaming in Disneyland on April 10th when I'll be hanging out with. Oh, hey! Look at that. The other surfer here is.
Yes. That's my brother. That's my brother of another. I got to meet him last year. John is a really great guy. Yeah, I mean James and I love John.
You know, I've found that it's always a lot of fun to meet friends in a Disney park.
I met so many friends. 26 I counted.
Oh, that's awesome.
Wow.
We've only met 2. We've met 2 YouTubers. We've met
Brian and Amanda.
Excuse me, that's 3. We met Brian of Brian and Amanda, now Florida Park pass holders, in 2021 while he was live streaming. We met Walt and Melissa of Mouse Talk when we went in 2020, and they came to our cabin to meet us.
Yeah.
And we met what's that one called? It's Dawn and what's his name?
Dawn and
it's another Disney Channel that's been coming on for a long time, and I can't think of the name. Shame on me, but yeah, we've met
Dawn.
3.
Hold on.
She's gonna think on it now. That's her thinking face.
I've been thinking right. I've been doing it for a long time.
We've met Lou Mangello of WDW Radio.
Yeah,
I've heard of him.
We're going to be meeting Ryan next month.
Hope you're
Welcome
doing
in,
well.
Samantha Paxton. Thank you so much.
Samantha is so talented. Oh my gosh, she's so talented. I follow her on Facebook, but a couple months ago, she sent me, just because she wanted to send me something, a little picture, and she drew some of my favorite characters: Lady and the Tramp, Moana, Stitch, and somebody else, and it was just it was so amazing.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Now,
so
now that we started talking about the YouTubers we've met in person, the first one I got to meet was oh gosh, Mickey's Magic Meg. You know, everybody's favorite redhead.
I wonder, Meg. Yeah, I call her. Yeah, Meg is awesome. Yeah, she's been a little busy. She hasn't streamed in a while, but
I noticed that. I'm kind of worried about her.
She's just very busy. I talk to her a lot. I chat because about once a week I'm like, Meg, you live? You doing good, Meg? She's like, yeah, she's got some exciting news coming. Yeah, she did the marathon in January, and I think, but she's just she besides her full time, she's like I know she's like a therapist. Or I know she's got because she got her master's degree. You know, she had a lot of medical issues when she was younger. She has brain. No, I don't want to say not injury. I forgot what they call it, but it was a
TBI.
She was. I think that's what it was. When she was a teenager, her teacher said she would never graduate high school. They just never would want to give her a chance. She showed everyone. She graduated. She got her master's degree, and I believe she's like a therapist, and she uses music and art, in that.
Oh, yeah.
And
she's a phenomenal artist.
She's just an amazing. I call her my Wonder Maid because some of us in the YouTube community, year or two ago, got together. Leanne Sherbick had a little part of it and got this device to help her with their migraines. And when she puts it on her head, it looks like Wonder Woman. So
they did the
so
same thing. They did the same thing for Melissa.
Melissa, yeah. So Melissa.
Yeah,
Also.
Melissa Mouse Talk, yes.
So I call her my Wonder Meg.
Yeah,
Wonder Meg. That's cute.
Yeah, but she is.
And
She's
I also got to meet and hang out with Kelly.
Yes.
From the Mickey Bunch. She's become a good friend. I've met all of her kids, all amazing. I got to hang out with her and Taylor and Kennedy at Knott's Berry Farm. And then I got to hang out with her and Matthew, Dylan, and Jalen at Knott's Berry Farm again this year.
Cool.
And I've also, while I was in Florida, I got to meet Dean the Turkey Legster.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a good guy, good friend. And I managed to run into Charlie and Stacy from the Disney Nerd Herders.
Yeah, I finally got to meet them.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're a lot of fun.
Well, Charlie, Melissa, he had stomach cancer, I believe, about 5 years ago. Mm-hmm. And when I was going through everything, they've sent me at least 1 or 2 packages. They would send me cards constantly. Mm-hmm. And when I saw them, she's like, no, don't cry. I'm like, y'all, you just don't understand how much they just did not understand how much they meant. They mean to me. I just gave them both the biggest hug. And Melissa and Walt too. Melissa and Walt are really sweet people, but
yes, they are.
I also got to meet Walt and Melissa.
Charlie and Stacy everything. They sent me a birthday card before I got left for my trip. I got a birthday card from them.
That's them.
So wait. Oh, awesome. Yeah, and, I mean, Walt and Melissa, they are. I'm so proud of their success. I was subscribed to them back when they were right around the same number of subscribers I'm at now. And
they were in the middle of moving last week. The weekend I was for my birthday, and Melissa stayed home, and he came to meet me at Epcot. And then I got to see Melissa on my actual birthday. They both came because they live streamed, and they waited when I got done, and they snuck. They came with Charlie and Stacy, and I looked up, and the 4 of them were there. I'm like,
oh, that's wonderful.
We were meeting Daisy and Minnie. We went to the big top. We were meeting, and I'm like, oh my gosh! So, yeah. That was a fun day.
I am eternally grateful for everybody that I've managed to have on my channel. I mean, I just figured, I kind of prefer having other people on. It's like, because I kind of want to share the focus and have a lot of fun with people. I enjoyed the stream with you, Cherie. That was a blast talking about Operation Christmas Child.
Yeah, I love that. Operation Christmas Child is very, very near and dear to my heart. Yeah. And
now that Emma and Melissa and Kevin are coming out to California, which, by the way, everybody in chat, if you get a chance to come out to California, please let me know. Because I would love to hang out with you guys. I mean, there's nothing more fun than going to Disneyland or Disney World with friends.
Yes. Ryan, I've already told James. I said when we know for sure when we're coming, I got to let you know, because we've been planning this, and hopefully it's going to happen for our 25th anniversary. We will be our 25th is next September. So
nice.
And I may have to forego going to Disney World. Do what?
No. Our 30th is next April. Why am I saying 25? Oh my God.
You're 29.
Emma's turning 25 this April.
You're gonna be 29. You're gonna be 29.
I'm sorry. I'm not.
I remember good.
I'm tired.
But anyway, so we're we may have to forego Disney World either this next birthday. I may, just to kind of help financially, but I'm just going to play it one day at a time.
Yeah.
Cross that bridge. And I do have my friend Christy is going to help me with doing the reservation. Everything.
I have to say, welcome in, Jennifer.
Yes.
She made the announcement on my stream last week that Monorail Molly is her name is actually Jennifer. So
yep.
So welcome into chat. I'm sorry you weren't able to make it. I would love to have you on.
Like Dean.
We'll have to try that again another time, okay?
And congratulations to her son, man. She's got to be a proud mama. I saw.
Yeah.
Hey, Brian, I see Dean on there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see Dean too. Dean, you got the link. Get in here.
Hey, Dean.
And
I know I was so sad.
Dawn,
I was supposed to meet Dean too, and he had truck problems, so he wasn't able to come to Disney. But we'll meet up one day.
And yeah, Dawn, I totally agree. Disney is much better with friends.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Can I say thank you, Surf Bomb, for sharing Emma's channel, her links?
Oh yeah,
Thank
John.
you.
Thank you for doing that. I really appreciate it.
Oh, hey, Brian.
Yes, ma'am.
Remember when Mom and Dawn and when we were talking about the people we meet up earlier?
Dawn and Jeff.
Yeah.
Dawn and Jeff, Mouse Steps.
Oh, Mouse
Steps.
That Mary popped up.
Huh?
That Mary popped up.
And of course, Dean is still having truck troubles.
Oh. You haven't got your part. Well, I'll be praying, Dean. I hope you get your parts. He was waiting for the parts or something. I think his brother was going to help him fix it or something, I think.
Well, glad to see you in the cat, Dean.
And everybody else.
Yep.
Yeah, Dean is I got to meet Dean over at Disney Springs. Pretty much almost the same time I met Walt and Melissa and Charlie and Stacy. And he's a good guy. He's very positive. It's one of the things I like about his channel. I totally appreciate positivity. What I do for a living is I get beat up every day on the phone. I'm a telemarketer, but I'm always cheerful and positive because that's going to get me more appointments than anything else.
Appointment?
Yeah, it's yeah, Dean. Dean, I think it's time for a new truck rather than just putting parts in the old one, right? Oh, and I'm sorry, I completely forgot here. Jonathan Mays, welcome in. One of Emma and Melissa's friends from Texas.
Texas.
Yep.
Okay, now one of my favorite questions I like to ask everybody is, and I know the answer for Emma.
Kelly! Hi,
Whoa.
Kelly! Kelly! Sorry, Brian.
You're ninja watching from work, so I can understand. Thank you so much for popping in, Kelly. I really appreciate it. But one of my favorite questions I love asking people is, who's your favorite character? Suri?
Well, I'm sure everyone knows, but it's probably Stitch. But I do have two favorite princesses, but Stitch, he's that big blue board way up there. That's my Stitch pin collection.
Oh wow!
Oh, the night blue.
Yeah, right there. And this is my patriotic pin collection. But yeah, Stitch is he's one of my. Let me tell you. So we went to the Halloween party in 2019, and to meet Elvis Stitch, it took we waited 3 hours in line.
Oh my gosh.
That's how much people like, what? I'm like, and we didn't get a drink. We didn't have and I kept saying, I said, James, come on, let's just go. He said, no, we are not leaving till you see Elvis Stitch. And we got some amazing pictures with him. I mean,
you know what?
The reason it takes so long is because, the characters, they take a couple minutes, and he took at least 5 minutes with every person. And if you want your time, you have to let everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah.
People
don't rush everybody.
Like people like Jeff, people get upset. It's like, oh, it's a lot. That's when that day I got there. We were on the ferry at 4:01 because you couldn't get in the port. You could get in because even though it didn't start till 6-7, you could get in there at 4:00. So we were
Right.
ready to get in there. We headed straight to the tiki room because I wanted to see it before they could shut it down, because that's where Moana meets. So you have to pick your battles. You can't do everything when you have a half a day
Exactly.
left. So we saw the Tiki Bird show, and as soon as we got out, there was already 25 people waiting for Moana. So we got in line for Moana, got to meet her, did a couple of rides, and then waited for Stitch, and he took up 3 hours. But we also
Yeah.
got to meet Mickey.
Jennifer and I went to the PCH Grill a couple years ago for Valentine's Day, like right before the pandemic.
Mhm.
And they had Daisy in there. They had Stitch was walking around in there, and we got some amazing pictures with Stitch. He's just he's a ham.
He's always whoever it, and I believe sometimes it's a woman, but I don't know. It's because he's always so short, but you never know. But I always, whenever the first we had just went to Ohana too. That's a couple
You
days
have to
before.
be careful with Stitch though.
Mm.
When he goes and signs your book, he's notorious for handing your pen back to you without the lid on, point first.
Oh,
Especially if you're holding a Sharpie. He's
Yeah, so you
notorious.
get ink on your hand.
I've never done autographs, but I would like to. But he always, whenever he gives me a hug, he'll do he'll like slobber, like he's slobbering in your ear. It's so great. That's when you know that was.
We have
Sorry,
a
Mom.
we have a cute.
Daisy gave me a kiss when we met. Daisy and Minnie, she I hugged her, and she went like that to my cheek, and I could hear she did that. I'm like, oh my gosh, Daddy just gave me a kiss on my cheek.
I love interacting with the characters. The animated characters. We have a really cute Stitch story. This is when Emma was 10, so we were still. We were still in Tennessee. We were in Animal Kingdom, and we were waiting in line for Lilo and Stitch. Now Emma's loved Lilo and Stitch since the movie came out, and we paid to watch it 13 times.
I was 4, right?
You were 4. Hold on. So Emma and I are in line for Lilo and Stitch, and my husband's in the scooter off the far side.
I have to welcome in my friend Anastasia, Funnel Queen. I used to work with her over at Knott's Farm at the Log Ride Funnel.
So we were standing there, and then all of a sudden, now Kevin's on his phone. He's looking down like this.
It was at Animal Kingdom.
They heard that. You
Oh,
were gone
okay.
for that part.
Sorry.
Lilo and Stitch walk over to where he is, and they're standing right by him, and he's completely oblivious that they're standing right there. So we're hollering, "Look up!" And he looks up. It was just precious. They both did it. Stitch went first, and then Lilo followed behind. It was precious. I love interacting. Stitch is one of my fun ones too.
Oh my God! I had a really funny one just a couple weeks ago when I was at Disneyland with my girlfriend. So getting towards the end of our day, Jennifer had to go use the restroom, and I'm like, okay, I'm craving popcorn. So I went over to the Main Street popcorn cart, the one at Town Square, and I grabbed a scoop and was just basically sitting on the fence waiting for Jennifer. And I'm just kind of kicking back, enjoying the Main Street music, munching on popcorn, just kind of zoning out, like kind of just listening to the music and enjoying myself. And a person comes up to me and goes, "Yeah, just don't mind the big dog there." I turned to my left, and there's Pluto right there.
Look, Miss Kelly just said, "Emma."
I'm telling you, Pluto.
Why don't you say hi to Miss Kelly on here?
Okay, come on. Tell me. Oh, okay, Mr. Gray. Thank you, Mr. Don. I'm describing.
I'm telling you, Pluto is the most fun character to interact with because you can basically treat him like a dog. And I mean, when I was working at Disneyland, I ran into Pluto when I was coming off from my lunch over by where the Plaza Inn is. I'm kind of on the behind the Little Red Wagon, and there's Pluto, and he comes up to me, and he's got a pencil, and he holds his pencil like this. And I'm like, well, what do you want me to do with this? And he kind of backpedals a little bit. And I'm like, oh, I know. You want to play fetch, don't you? And he did the whole naughty with the big floppy tongue bouncing up and down. And so I'm like, okay, let's play fetch then. So I take the pencil. I'm like this. I'm like, all right, Pluto, you ready? Go get it. I held on to it. Okay. Now there's a bunch of guests right around me just watching this. Pluto turns around, goes for the pencil that I'm still holding on to. And I'm waving it to the guests behind me, and they're all busting up laughing. Pluto comes stomping up to me, and he goes,
I got to meet
like,
Pluto twice.
Oh my God.
I'm like, okay, Pluto, all right, fine. And I took the pencil and kind of lobbed it to him. And not really hard, just kind of lobbed it, and he caught it, turns around, puts it in his mouth, and brings it over to me. And I mean, those types of interactions with Pluto are so much fun.
Yeah.
So
we went to Garden Grill, so I got to meet him there.
Oh,
and
welcome in, Jess.
Yeah, and
thank you for joining us.
And he was also a French Quarter.
Mm-hmm.
We got up the first morning we arrived, and we went from Riverside to French Quarter to meet my friend Melissa, geeking out Melly Mo, and we were eating the beignets, and she looks up and says, "Goofy!" I'm like, "What?" And there's Goofy, Donald, and Pluto all on their 50th. And I took off. I left my beignets and took off. And James is like, I'm like, Donald. And he's like, oh, because that's his favorite character. So that's why. So I think my second video, I showed a little bit clip of that. And I don't know what Goofy's doing. He's going like this and like bowling or something. Him and Goofy. But I got pictures with all three of them. And then when we went to Garden Grill, we got to meet Chip and Dale and Pluto and Mickey. And Chip and Dale they were hilarious. Oh my gosh. It was my birthday, and Dale, one of them got behind me and James was doing this with the heart and
cute.
They were just
Dale. Chip and Dale. Oh my God. My friend George, everybody y'all know him as Sir Willow.
Sir Willow, okay.
He used to work as a PhotoPass cast member at Walt Disney World, and I remember one of his crazier stories involved Chip and Dale, and this was all backstage. There was a PhotoPass cast member that she was like 7 months pregnant, and she's sitting in the break room. This is like underneath Magic Kingdom. So she's sitting in the break room. She's pregnant, and Chip and Dale come up, and they see her sitting there, and they go up to her, and they kind of rub her belly like for good luck.
Oh.
And she goes, "Well, you know this is your fault, right?" And the two chipmunks are like pointing at each other, like. When they're in costume, they're not supposed to talk even when they're backstage.
Right, they have to point, gesture.
So they're like, not me, And it is. You see, you gave me your nuts, and they Chip and Dale were like, banging on the table, like trying, like busting up laughs. She's like, I didn't mean it that way. And she was something that they thought she was fat, and that she was eating their peanuts. Like,
oh.
So that was one of the absolute funniest stories that George has told about the characters. And he's a good guy. If you're not already subscribed to Sir Willow,
Yes.
moderators, if you can put George.
That's somebody else we've met, Sir Willow.
Yeah, Sir
You
Willow was
asked me
amazing.
on a few nights ago, wasn't he?
No, we met him here in San Antonio when he
No,
came to
I'm talking
Fiesta,
about,
Texas.
I know, I'm talking about my wine screen.
Oh, I don't remember.
You on my wine screen?
I don't remember.
Yeah, George has been on numerous of Emma's live streams, and I think one of the funnest times I've had with Sir Willow was getting him on one of Kelly's live streams, and she was totally fangirling it up, and he's like just as humble as he can be, you know.
Oh, he's a pastor, so yeah, he's wonderful.
Yeah.
He's wonderful.
I mean, I'm eternally grateful for him. He's one of my inspirations for getting into YouTube. Another inspiration of mine, not here tonight that I know of, but Walt and Melissa.
Mm-hmm.
When I first started, Jonathan, no, I haven't been to Universal in a long time, so no, I haven't been in the Nintendo World yet. But when I first started researching going to Disney World years ago, I was looking for like a kind of an overview of Magic Kingdom because I'd never been there before. And I just happened to stumble upon in the YouTube search, I stumbled upon Walt and Melissa's land overviews of the Magic Kingdom. I was like, this is exactly what I need. So I watched and I'm like, okay, these guys, they're like talking to you like you're giving you advice like an old friend. I'm like, that's perfect. So I immediately subscribed to them. And now look where they're going. What, almost 14,000 subscribers now?
I know.
Wait, it went up already?
Oh yeah, we haven't watched. We're usually so busy we forget to watch them when they're live, and then when we're watching TV, we're watching TV shows because I like to watch them live, so we can interact in chat like this.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, they're up to 14,000 or so like that.
Oh, hey Miss
Cherie,
I got something to show you.
What's that? Oh my goodness!
It's quite a little old. It's quite a little old.
Let's see. He's got
What
something.
has he got? Does he have a boa or something? I'm trying to see where mine is.
Stitch got laid.
Oh, that's what.
Melissa.
What? You gonna
I have this one. I have this one.
Hey, come on,
Emma.
Oh, that's cute.
Aw.
Yeah.
We must have gotten this
everybody's
at one of the
favorite puppies.
parks
Yeah.
because this has a Disneyland and Walt Disney World
Copyright.
authentic original Disney park. So, here it
I have
is.
another one.
Now, Cherie, do you have Stitch's girlfriend?
No, I don't have an angel.
You don't have an angel.
No. I'm trying.
I'd have to.
Emma, I have to show Emma this. So we found this at a thrift store.
626.
Okay, but wait for it. I gotta find it. Darn it. Where is it, honey? I don't know if we took the battery out. Shoot. He talks.
Oh, really?
He talks, but I can't remember where the thing is. Oh my goodness. Oh well.
The power button, what? It could be on the back.
We don't know.
But yeah, if the battery must be turned off, or
Oh no. So we have the Talking Mickey project meets this Talking Stitch.
There it is. There it is.
So I guess we have the Talking Mickey project meets the Talking Stitch project.
Or
Kimberly,
God
bless.
It sounds like he's saying Hare Krishna. I don't know what he's saying.
Well, you know the scene in the movie where he and what is it, Jumba?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Dumba and
They're in the handcuffs, and they're before the Galactic Council. This tells you that we've seen this 13 times. And he's talking in his little language, and I think he says this something like "Migo Naga Krista," and the robot starts throwing up bolts like it was something nasty. That was hilarious. I love it.
That's what Stitch says. He's that's one of the friends.
I love it.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I think I paid like $5 or $6 for him at the. There it is. I swear it sounds like Hare Krishna to me.
Going back to favorite characters. This is Emma.
And welcome back to
Oswald.
And she's so excited because with the 100 years, all the Oswald merchandise is out.
Is that her favorite character?
Yes.
Oswald
Mickey's brother.
Definitely
Mickey's
Emma's
half-brother.
favorite character.
Okay.
Followed by Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Now,
character. Next to Mickey. What was Korean 1927?
They know.
Oh,
yeah,
I thought y'all forgot.
No, we didn't forget.
Emma,
Emma, it's beyond fandom for Emma. That's why she's so great on her live streams with interviews and trivia. She just loves learning Disney knowledge. It's not just about the parks. It's not just about the movies. It's not just about the TV shows. It's everything.
Emma, when we go to Disneyland on the 10th, there's a bunch of things I have to show you that you'll absolutely love. Like,
so one of the things on our trip, because we're doing 2 days in a row at Disneyland, there were lots of things we missed in our trip in 2019 that I do not want to miss this trip.
Okay, what did you miss in 2019 that you have to do?
Matterhorn was shut down.
Matterhorn's open.
Wall thing, I believe.
It's a Small World was shut down so they could do the holiday overlay.
Yeah, it's open for back to regular.
We didn't do.
It can't get Kiki Room.
Yeah, we did.
Oh yeah.
No, they didn't go into the building. They went out. They hacked the building on the trip on the thing. Remember?
We did a walk and waltz Disneyland Footsteps tour, and yes, it's expensive, but it's worth it.
Yes.
I want to just do the apartment. You can do just the apartment for half an hour, and that's what I want to do.
Oh, really? Yeah. We didn't know that.
Yeah, I just found that out. I said, because I wasn't going to do it, because I didn't want to waste 3 or 6 hours. But my friend who's a travel agent, she said no. She said right now they're only doing half an hour, and I said I don't care how much it is. I just I want to go to the apartment and where he lived and everything.
It was beautiful.
Yeah. Well, have you met Oswald yet? Melissa and Emma, have you met Oswald? Because he's usually
no.
That's that. You got to meet Oswald. You got to.
I know he can DCA.
They pulled him out. By the time we got there, he was no longer doing regular walkabouts. I think this year, with it being the 100 Years of Wonder, hopefully we'll see him in DCA.
He will most likely be in DCA.
Okay.
And this one will have a conniption fit. I'm gonna have to hold him back from tackling.
You're gonna have fun seeing the stuff that I want to show you. I mean, one of the things I want to show you is the Interventions Echo Spot.
I think Duncan Starr did a video about
it. He did.
Yeah, but you haven't seen it.
There, Cherie, over at Disneyland, where they used to have Carousel of Progress. So now they turned it into Interventions. Now it's the Star Wars launch bay, and I think it's going to basically be pretty much abandoned pretty soon. But there's a little circular area
you put the fan on
right to the left of it that if you stand right in the middle of this dot, you can talk, you get a perfect echo all around you. It's a really neat effect. It's one of those little unique locations in Disneyland. I love finding those places, And another cool thing about Disneyland that we have to do while we're there is.
Hey, Chris.
Oh, hey, Chris. Welcome to Chris. I believe I sent you the link. If you want to pop in, you're more than welcome. But one of the fun things I love doing is Disney's Autopia, because Magic Kingdom's Speedway.
Yeah.
Oh, the
Not
smelly
really.
cars. That's what Jeff called the smelly cars.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, smelly cars.
Smelly cars. They need to just take that out. They need to put Cars Land there. They need to just take that all out and just do like a little mini version of Cars Land right there.
Cars Land is perfect, right where it's at. It
Me
fits
too.
with
Disney
Route
World.
66.5.
I want to see Cars Land so bad.
Well,
Radiator Springs Racers.
It's a good,
Yes.
it's a really
We did
excellent
that
ride.
twice. We loved it.
Yes, that is definitely on our bucket list. We got to do that twice, and I want to. So our anniversary is in September, but because I love Christmas so much and Small World, I think we may, when we go next year in 2024, we may wait till like as soon as Christmas is there, out and about. We may try to go November instead of September.
okay.
See, we
Your-
were
your
there in
anniversary-
no, we were there in
anniversary
October.
is,
Yeah, for
That's
Halloween.
right. That's
September?
right. That's right.
Yes,
October.
it's in
It's-
September,
okay.
and I'm
so
not into Halloween.
We
So,
are
So-
either.
It's like
they put the tree up Halloween night.
that's why. I know Disney World. I mean, it's November 1st. It's like it's Christmas already. It's
Yeah.
like, but it's like little spurts. It's like by the end of the week, it's mostly up. But the gingerbread houses and all that are like the weekend. So I'm like, it's just I work in retail, and I don't want to push it. I would really love to, because they have the candlelight
Hey, welcome
procession.
in, Chris.
Chris.
Hopefully,
That's Chris.
the bragging wagon I gave you the whole game.
Yes, I was
would
so
really
happy.
love to, because they have the candlelight
Hey, welcome
procession.
in, Chris.
Chris.
Hopefully,
Uh-oh.
Chris.
Chris, is your
Uh-oh.
mic up?
the
We
bragging
gotta-
wagon I gave you the whole game.
Somebody's phone's on.
Yes, I was
We
so
got
happy.
an echo.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That was great. Really great.
There we
Uh-oh.
Okay.
We got a
Is the mic not working?
somebody's phone's on.
No, we can hear you,
We can hear
Mr.
you.
on our end.
Hold on.
There's an echo.
I don't think I changed that in my settings.
Okay. So we were talking about Disneyland just recently.
No, we can
Um,
hear you, Mr. on our end.
Oh.
There's an
Uh-oh.
echo.
Oh, I
All
think
right. All right.
you're getting some feedback, Chris.
Is there still an echo or is it off?
We were talking about Disneyland.
There's still an echo.
I don't hear it.
Hey, this is fun.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I think
Is there another
you're getting
phone or
feedback, Chris.
device or something?
I'm getting feedback.
Uh-oh.
There's
It's
still
not
an
delayed.
echo.
I don't hear it.
See, I got the echo cancellation on,
Fun.
So do we.
so there shouldn't be anything.
Another
Yeah, somebody's not.
Well, your
turning
audio's
on.
not synced.
No,
Your
there's
lips are
nothing on
moving
with
in the-
anything on.
uh-oh.
That's it.
Delayed.
What is it?
It's not synced.
See, I was having this problem earlier with somebody
So
else.
do we.
Oh, yeah, somebody's not.
Well, your
turning on.
audio's not synced. Your lips are moving in the
What
That's
the-
it.
Hold on.
What is it?
It's not
He's
synced.
throwing his voice.
That is.
I don't
that
know
is
what it
fun.
is because see, and we thought we was having problems with it earlier, so I don't know what the problem is because right now I was actually. Is that better?
Yeah. Yeah, you're good now.
Yep, you're good.
All right.
Perfect.
Yay!
Oh,
It matches.
Well,
how did you fix that, Chris?
What I was
Comment
saying
as
was
well.
actually I was scheduled to be recording a video with a friend, and we were having that problem, and somehow the mics must have switched because it switched to a different mic.
Oh.
So, and we thought it was the connection between us, and it turns out that must have been it. So, you talking about Disneyland?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were. And
Oh, I just reacted to a ride. I did not know they changed. I guess they changed it in 2021.
uh-huh.
I did not know it went from Snow White's Scary Adventure to Snow White's Enchanted Wish.
Yes. And now
I did
it
not
now
know-
actually
I didn't
has
know
an
that.
I
open
know
ending,
that.
Okay.
where before it had that kind of weird, kind of unusual, kind of cut it off ending type of thing.
Right. And then what I noticed is it looks like there's a lot of stuff that they added into there that looks like that's from Mine Train.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
my thinker. No, not my not
Which,
making
by the way,
yeah.
my video on my channel of Snow White's Enchanted Wish has more views than any other video I have.
Oh,
I'm like
wow.
shocked. I mean, who would have thunk it?
Yeah.
I mean, it bumped up past my Small World video pretty quickly.
But the ride seems shorter, though.
It seems shorter, but it's the same length.
Yeah.
I love how they
Right.
have an actual ending for the story rather than just, which falls off the end. Now it's like it does the whole.
Did we ride that one last time?
Right.
No, we rode the one that was at Euclid in Disney World, where the Princess Erika Hall is now. When I was with them, remember?
No. I'm talking about in Disneyland. Did we ride Snow White in Disneyland?
No,
That's one of the ones we didn't do.
but I remember the ride actually.
Yeah.
Because we rode at Disney World in the past.
We rode it, before it changed to Princess Fairytale Hall. Yes.
Right. No, Mike. Margie says for now on she will not be speaking early before the live stream, since you did hear what she said before we started the other day.
Hey, Chris, tell Mike that now he is on Margie's list.
The thing is,
That's what I tell this one, Brian, and Mike all the time when we're on together on Wednesdays. You're on my list.
You couldn't see my ugly friend about that one.
what I always get, Margie's she comes on just for every once in a while for live streams, and then if we go to do a video, and everybody loves Margie, and it's like,
well, we like you too.
Wow.
well, that's all I ever get. Candy Mom, that's all I ever hear. I love Margie, Chris. That's it. So, she's number one, Chris, is what I hear from Candy Mom.
I haven't
Oh my
seen her in a
gosh.
while.
Yeah, we haven't seen Candy Mom in a while. She must be busy on Wednesdays
She
and Saturdays.
she was just on Keith's live stream Sunday.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Which I'm starting to love watching Keith's live streams, because I love watching him get up and run out into the street, is what he's been doing, because he does that green screen of the entrance to Walt Disney World.
Oh.
And
Oh
he
my
gets up to go
gosh.
back something. It looks like you ran out into the road, and I seen the Nerd Herders and Candy Mom, and they're all yelling at him, "Get out of the road, Keith! Get out of the road!"
But there's probably no car coming.
No.
No, it's just a
Being
green
fun.
screen picture, is all it
Okay.
is.
Oh, okay, a green screen.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And then what was it? He kept going back and grabbing stuff. I'm like, he keeps all his stuff over there on the guardrail.
Green screens can be a lot of fun. I have yet to. I mean, I don't have the room in here for a green screen behind me. It's like I've got my chair, then bed right behind me, so not a whole lot of room.
Set it up on your bed.
Oh yeah, that'd be interesting.
We used to do a green screen.
We still have it.
We still have it, but it was just this really, it was framed in black.
It's an
And then,
oval.
and then when we decided to redo the office in the other house, the shelving became the background. So it was just easier to do this like they do on the Diz,
Right.
all the Disney stuff in the background.
And Cherie's background is amazing. She's got a massive pin collection
It's just
here.
Oh, I love
pins.
that.
Just my pins. I got too many collections. I started with Stitch, and then Moana, then Ariel, and Walt. And I think I probably have 3 or 4 different Mickey and Minnie collections, but
Oh gosh.
besides Disney Train collection.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Oh, I got a new fig pin though.
Oh, geez.
Donna Jaworski. Everybody knows Donna Jaworski.
Yeah.
She gave this to me for my birthday. Big stitch pin.
Cute.
It's a big
Aw.
stitch.
Magic Man, right?
No, it's not a magic band. It's a
No,
It's
it's
one-
not. It's a big.
What are those
they're
called? There's a name for those.
They're
yeah.
called fig pins. Fig
Yeah.
pins.
Bacon?
Fig, like fig
Fig,
pin.
yeah.
Oh,
Fig,
I get
like
it.
a figure.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a figure
fig.
pin.
Oh, fig pin.
Yeah, I thought she said figment at first.
I have Minnie and Mickey also.
Oh,
See,
nice.
I only have this one.
Outfit.
Look.
If I can get the.
Ooh, Mando.
Oh, Mandalorian.
Oh
My
my
friend
God.
Doug will get me
Okay,
one bad.
I may have to turn in my nerd card.
Uh-oh.
I have yet to finish watching season 1 of Mandalorian.
Oh, they have.
Dude.
Oh wow. Well, right
I
now
have yet to
they've
finish watching episode 1 of Mandalorian.
they've upset me with what they've done so far, because they've got 2 of them going on at the same day, and I watch one and forget about the other one. So they've got Mandalorian going on and the Bad Batch, and I forget one's going on while the other one's going on, and then it's like 2 days later I remember and go back and watch it. So,
Oh my God.
We've only seen the first episode of season 3 so far. We haven't seen any others.
I think they're still working on
Yeah,
that, right?
I haven't
Yeah,
even
they're
finished
ready.
watching episode 1 of season 1.
well, it's not going in the direction that the creators wanted to go into, and the whole reason is because of Kathleen Kennedy. And I actually predicted the way the show would go,
Right.
and it would have went that way had it not been for what she had done. So,
Mm.
but
Not
if
everybody-
you haven't seen the first season, I'm not even going to talk about it, Brian. So,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I mean, I've heard.
We watched.
I've heard
We
the
watched.
spoiler.
Oh, go ahead. We watched the first episode of the first season. I'm like, what is this? Yeah. And then they show the baby.
Maybe younger
I was
animatronic.
Hooked.
It's an animatronic puppet.
That's how they brought all the moms to watching Mandalorian.
And it's
Oh my
basically
gosh.
Baby Yoda and Grogu.
I don't call him Grogu. That's Baby Yoda.
Okay. And we keep back in
Baby,
season
baby
3.
Yoda,
Yes.
baby Yoda.
but I don't know. I mean, I've been watching stuff that they think they're going to bring another character in this season, and I heard they're talking about bringing Mace Windu in.
Ooh, nice.
So I don't know if it's true. That's just like rumors. People, what they're saying is they think Mace Windu might come back. And I've seen different episodes where they've talked to Samuel L. Jackson, and he said he talked to George Lucas about Mace Windu, and he doesn't consider Mace Windu dead because Jedis have survived higher falls than what he did. And so
Yeah.
it would be
Did
awesome if they
fall
did
into
that.
outer space.
No, they were on the city of Coruscant. So,
Okay.
yeah.
The crazy thing about Samuel L. Jackson, the story went that he approached George Lucas because he was a big, huge Star Wars fan.
Mhm.
And when they were going to be doing the prequels, he approached George Lucas and said, "Hey, I want to be a part of this. I don't care if you just put me in a stormtrooper suit. I just want to be a part of this."
Which is funny because in The Force Awakens, Daniel Craig is a stormtrooper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I mean,
Simon Pegg is the
Uncle. He was Uncle. What was his name?
he's in a costume.
Yeah.
He's the junkyard guy.
Right, Uncle. I can't think of his name.
But
I can't
that's
think-
Simon Pegg.
Yeah. But I think he's done other stuff as well, though,
Yeah.
as different characters.
Oh, in the French fries?
What?
In the French fries.
Yeah, in the franchise.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now the other franchise that Disney owns, Marvel.
Yep.
And now you lost me. I'm not a Marvel fan. I'm not. I'm just not.
What?
What? Why are you raising your hand?
I
Okay,
got
well,
something to tell y'all about
okay, what do you
Marvel.
have to say,
Okay.
Emma?
Yesterday, I called the character Guardian of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Oh wow.
And I just realized,
Slow it down.
that Chris
Pratt.
Pratt had 2 movies to do this year. One is the Super Mario Bros. Movie, which is coming out in April. He does the voice for Mario. And he also has Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
When
In May.
when they released this year, they finished production last year
Oh, okay. Okay.
because they got to edit and everything.
Yeah.
So, do you want me to tell you something I learned about Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yes.
So, if you look at, their title logo for each movie, it is the color of the character that dies. And
Okay, hang on.
So wait, Volume 3 is green, right?
Volume 3 has 2. They have 2 different logos.
Well, I was
Okay.
listening to the soundtrack earlier when I was doing the questions for tomorrow night's trivia. So good soundtrack.
Nice. Now, for Guardians Volume 1, no characters died, right?
Groot.
Yeah, Groot dies.
He grew
Oh yeah, but he came back as
No, it's not the same Groot. It's a different Groot.
Yeah,
He came back as it's not him. It's Groot is just a sapling.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, that's right. Oh my gosh! And then in part 2,
He's
Yeah,
still Iron Groot.
Yondu. It's the logo's the color of Yondu in the second volume.
oh, I never realized that. That's awesome.
So do you guys want me to tell you who the colors are for this one?
I think it's green because I saw it.
No, because
Who are the colors for
I
this
actually do like Guardians of the Galaxy. That's the one Marvel movie I do like, and I think it's because of Groot and Rocket.
Go get Go get Big
one?
Hero
Oh my
6
gosh! By the way,
is a Marvel movie. Because it's from a comic book.
Okay, fine.
April says she doesn't want to hear the colors of for part 3.
Well,
Oh,
you're
sorry.
going to see them
Sorry,
anytime
April.
that you look. And after I've said that, you're going to be looking at those colors going, what colors are they?
Exactly. Oh
But
my gosh.
this is, from what I understand, this is supposed to be the last Guardians too.
Oh, wow.
So,
In the comics, for a time, Iron Man was in the Guardians.
well, I mean, at one time, everybody was in the Avengers. So, I mean,
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the Avengers have had some really weird characters in there.
right.
Well, I won't say it out loud, but I'm gonna show Emma. There's two but this is one color they're showing on the volume 3 thing.
But no, I can't wait for the new Deadpool movie.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, but
We haven't seen any of the Deadpool thing.
Deadpool, I don't
Isn't
know if that's going to be.
Ryan Reynolds.
I don't know if
He's
it's going to
like
be
him, right?
as
Yeah,
good.
but there's a
because
lot of F-bombs
Deadpool
and
is always-
I know.
Again, they're bringing
not in the
Hugh
comics.
Jackman back to play Wolverine.
yeah.
So,
I mean, Deadpool has always been kind of an R-rated plus type of character. I mean,
and Disney have been doing R-rated Marvel movies here lately. They've had a couple.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, not that it's R-rated, but Disney Plus actually aired Get Back, the Beatles Get Back. Those guys are dropping F-bombs all over the place.
What was
Oh,
weird?
wow.
Really?
Talking about
Yeah.
Disney Plus, the thing I found out that was weird is that I don't know where it is overseas, but somewhere overseas you can watch The Walking Dead on Disney Plus.
Really?
Is that a rumor?
okay, time to get a VPN.
I think that's a rumor, right?
No, and someplace overseas,
Okay,
yeah.
okay,
It's probably
so-
someplace
Okay.
overseas that doesn't get the streaming that carries, and Disney just picked it up for that area.
Okay, so who wants to see Mickey Mouse as a zombie?
I don't think that's what
No.
they're doing. I think it's just The Walking Dead, Brian.
Even on my AMC.
But yeah, I was gonna say something else.
Me. Oh goodness,
Oh,
Brian.
did you hear that that Disney may own 100% of Hulu pretty soon?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
100% of what?
Hulu.
Hulu.
The streaming service Hulu.
Yeah,
Who-
I also read
Who
an
are they
article
going to
earlier that-
own? I'm like Fox, and I'm like, what else are they?
I also read an article that
ABC,
that
Fox.
Disney
I know.
may be
I'm like-
selling Hulu.
But
And
that-
then they're firing all these people, these poor people
Netflix
losing
is a different
jobs,
streaming
and it's like,
service.
well,
Okay.
they've owned the major part of Hulu. There was a third they didn't have.
Right.
And that was Comcast, and they believe they're going to end up buying from Comcast, which is funny, is because Comcast owns Universal.
Oh,
Oh,
didn't
what's
know
funny-
that.
What's
that
funny
doesn't
is
make any sense.
the funny thing is the two competitive companies are actually partners and stuff.
Yes.
So,
That doesn't make.
but and I was arguing
What makes them competitors is the fan base.
but I said if Disney owns 100% of Hulu, I think that's where a lot of their non-Disney stuff should be,
Yes.
is over there.
Like The Simpsons.
Yeah. Well, I meant they
Well-
have the Family Guys over there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah, the Family Guys on Fox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, oh my
all
goodness.
the Fox
Yes.
needs to go to Hulu.
Well, I think
Oh, wait, huh?
any Touchstone movies except for Roger Rabbit needs to go
Yeah.
to Hulu.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
but
But they had Touchstone. I think they were the studio that Disney would put all the crazy horror movies onto.
was it Touchstone or Miramax?
It might have been Miramax.
Miramax is not Disney related. That's owned by two brothers. I can't think of their names.
No, the Weinstein brothers worked for Disney under Miramax. Yeah.
Well, that's creepy as heck.
So, did they do horror movies?
Given what we know now, that's a little creepy to know.
So, the reason
What
why
is
the
that?
Weinstein
Yeah.
brothers left Miramax
Okay.
is because they wanted to do a political movie. And
Okay.
Michael Eisner was in charge at that time, and he said, "We don't do politics. Disney stays neutral."
Yeah.
So
right.
that's why they went over. Well, when under Michael Eisner, they
Like
did stay
Bob
neutral.
Paycheck.
But you
Yeah,
know,
now Disney's in a world of trouble with that new Central Florida board that's overseeing them.
Well,
Oh, yeah.
Thanks to paycheck. I keep calling it paycheck because that's how everybody calls them.
You know, one of my
That could be
friends
nickname.
on that Instagram.
I
Pirates
like
of the
it when
Pacific.
Disney stayed neutral.
yeah, I think they should.
I think they should.
It could go down both way.
No,
But when he
stay
opened
neutral.
his mouth, he should have explained it more. He said you say something like that, and you just leave it, and then people just take it the wrong way. And it's
Uh-huh.
he should have just kept his mouth shut.
Are you?
Yeah, when you're in a
Bill,
position like that,
most
you should
people
catch
didn't
up
read,
on
just
shut
took
up
what the
these
media
things.
said. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah,
yeah.
When
I mean,
about the I can't remember what exactly he said, but it was like don't say gay.
Oh, hey, welcome in, Pete,
And he
and thank you for the
he opened-
congratulations.
he didn't really explain what you know.
I-
And Disney should have said,
See, he was Disney. That's the problem.
But that's what I mean. But did he have their permission to, and if he did, he should have, people just took, what
well,
he said.
I understand, Disney overstepped its bounds, but I feel like the governor overstepped his bounds.
Yes.
And I think what he's doing is just
he's playing
revenge.
God. He just
Yeah.
says, Disney's doing what? I'm like, this has been going for what, 50 years now.
But
And you're
from
just going to bing.
But
You
from
know,
my
and-
understand, from what I've read, is that whole district, the major part of it was in the beginning. I mean, I understand Reedy Creek Fire Department takes care of a lot of stuff that goes on there at Disney, but what it sounds like, it's not that big of a thing for Disney anymore than what it used to be back when it was first created and the park was being built and everything. So,
Mr. Pete Hahn.
but
But it's going to be paying that. I mean, anytime they want to fix anything, Disney took care of everything. The ambulance, fire, police, and it's like anything you want to. Talk about permits now. They're going to have to go through everything. It's like
they had to file permits anyway before.
Well,
Yeah,
Okay.
basically,
Wow.
Disney's going to be
Yeah. but they-
strangled in red tape because of this.
No, they're not, because Universal never had that
Hi,
district
Pete.
line. I mean, Disneyland don't have that district.
Godfather is here.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll bow down to the godfather of the
The
Disney
Godfather.
YouTube community.
Hi, Pete.
Pete,
Sorry.
I'm glad you're here. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it.
Yeah. I finally got to see Pete again. Well, I did
DTF
meet him
wasn't
in
to
November
see
21,
him.
but we got to see Pete and Preston, and I got to meet Casey's Corner also on my birthday trip. Yep, 20. I counted 26 people in 4 days. I met 26 YouTubers.
Yeah,
That
Wait,
because
Casey's
everybody loves you,
Corner?
Sheree.
About the restaurant?
No.
You what?
There's a YouTube channel called Casey's.
Sheree, that's because
Oh,
everybody loves
okay.
you. That's why everybody wants to see you.
Yeah. I can't.
Oh.
Now, now it is past an hour.
Yep.
I know.
Yesterday.
Okay.
I know what Emma is doing tomorrow. Emma
What?
and Melissa are going to be doing Disney's 2000s era movie trivia.
Yes. The one I grew up with.
If you haven't already subscribed to Talking Mickey Project, please jump on there tomorrow night. It's going to be an epic trivia, 25 questions.
More than 25.
More than 25 questions.
Brian.
Now, the cool thing about their trivia is that it's on the honor system, whether or not you get anything right. But you kind of want to be honest, right? Now, Sheree, I know you're posting vlogs from your birthday trip. What's next for you?
My Epcot video will be up next. I think I got that coming up tomorrow, like Sunday at midnight. But that's like part 4 or 5. Because I did Epcot, I did Disney World, so I'm kind of like I'm trying not to make the videos too long. Like Epcot, I decided to divide it into two videos, and then my first day that I was at Riverside and French Quarter and Disney Springs, that like was the 3 videos. So Epcot will be next. And I actually just put one up yesterday when we went to Box Lunch. I put a video up yesterday.
Nice. And Chris, what is coming up on your 2 channels?
So, we are still changing the main channel back to originally what it was before the pandemic. So, we're tomorrow we go back out for our first adventure video since the pandemic. Well, it probably is the first one. We've probably done a couple, but it was just here and there. But we're going to start doing it again. I do have a series that I've been doing called The History of the Haunted Mansion, and that is probably gonna we put out the first one. I haven't put out another one yet, but once that's done, we're probably gonna be done with making the Disney series videos, and the only videos we'll be putting out is adventure videos. Of course, the live streams will stay the same. They'll stay. We got the trivia, and then we have the 2 Disney updates, Disney news. So, and then all the reaction videos are over on the new channel, the AFA reaction videos. So over there is where you'll find all that. And here, at least recently, I've been finding, I thought I covered almost everything Disney had done, but I keep finding stuff every once in a while from different places, like the Snow White's Enchanted Wish. Like I said, I somehow that got past me, and I didn't see that they redone it completely.
Which, by the way, I have a full ride view through video of Snow White's Enchanted Wish on my channel.
Okay, all right. Well, if I would have known that, that's the one I would have reacted to. But I've already done the reaction.
No worries, Chris. But if you're looking for a Haunted Mansion expert, you're in the presence of one right here.
Right. Well, this is more. Well, I actually, one of the things I covered in the first video, and I talked to Pete about it, and I thought maybe it would have been a place that Pete could go visit, but I don't think Pete can, due to the fact that the place has been torn down. But the haunted lot of people think the Haunted Mansion there in Disneyland, because that's what mostly it is. It's going to cover a little bit more over in for Disney World, but it's mostly with the Disneyland version. The exterior, everybody believes, was modeled after a southern plantation, and it's not. It was actually, and I mean, you can look the building up. It looks exactly like it. It's in Baltimore.
Right.
It's the Shipley Lydecker House.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then I happen to find out that there's in San Jose, California, there's a place you can go see, but they do not allow recording or photoing inside. And it's called the Winchester House.
Look,
And they took a lot of the idea for the interior of the Haunted Mansion there at Disneyland from the Winchester House.
Right.
So
Yeah, that was an interesting house. The Winchester House was built by the heir of the Winchester fortune, and
The wife.
they were crazy.
The wife of the Winchester fortune, and she kept building doors that lead to nowhere because she
he was
thought she was haunted by all the people who had been killed by Winchester rifles.
Yeah,
That's a cool
It's-
story.
Yeah.
it is very cool story.
but
Oh, and now Samantha, I can answer that one very easily. I've known Emma for a while now. Her favorite Disney character is Oswald, the Lucky Rabbit.
And before Oswald came along, it was Mickey.
I thought it
You were
was
always a
Peg.
Mickey Mouse fan.
It wasn't Pete.
It wasn't what?
It
wasn't
wasn't
Pete.
Pete. Pete.
No, it wasn't Pete. It wasn't Repeat either.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You know, Pete.
Okay, well, I want to thank you all for being a part of my little 200 subscriber celebration. There will be a giveaway coming up as soon as I get the items to be given away. I will do that stream that week. But the next big thing for this channel, other than next Friday's stream, is on the 10th of April. I will get to hang out with Emma, Melissa, and Kevin over at Disneyland,
Hello.
and I will be streaming that day. So watch for that stream on Monday, April 10th, with not only myself but with Talking Mickey Project, and it's going to be a blast. Oh, and thank you again, Jennifer. I really appreciate that. But I want to thank everybody for popping in.
Thank you for having us. Thank you for the invite.
You know,
Thank you, Brian.
every one of you guys have always been a big part of this channel. I greatly appreciate all of you. So I want to thank you all for being in here. And hopefully you're all welcome back anytime. Just let me know. I'd love to have you guys on.
Awesome.
Thank you everybody for joining us tonight.
Bye.
Wait a
And I'll
minute.
have a blessed evening. Okay.
Nice to meet you, Cherie.
Bye.
You too. Good night, everyone.
Kiss.
Craig, I